Alright, what is up everybody? I wanted to come to you guys tonight with my NXT review. So let's get right into this review tonight. To start off the show, we had manager William Regal kick off the show, and he talked about how Keith Lee had a very important message to start the night off tonight for NXT. So William Regal hands the message off to hands the message off to Keith Lee. Keith Lee talks about his accomplishments becoming the North American champion and the NXT champion, and how he accomplished both of them. And now, it took. Keith Lee talks about how it took sweat and tears and hard work to become the North American champion and the NXT champion. And Keith Lee talked about how his first night on NXT, how he made his, how he was just made, how he never thought he would make it to NXT, and he finally made it to NXT. He talked about what a joy that was for him to be in NXT, and strive to be the person that he is now. And then Keith Lee says, you know what? I know there's a lot of men and women out there. I know there's a lot of men out there on the NXT roster that have fought to have the right to earn a championship, and there's a lot of people that have fought to have the chances to fight for the North American Championship. So Keith Lee says, you know what, tonight I relinquished the North American Championship. And then he says, I want to give people chances to fight for the North American Championship. So Keith Lee relinquishes the North American Championship tonight on NXT, so people can have a chance to fight for the North American Championship on NXT. And then William Regal says, we're going to have a series of triple threat matches, and whoever advances out of the triple threat matches will advance to NXT TakeOver 30 to be in a ladder match for the North American Championship. And then to start off the night, we had Killian Dane versus Dexter Loomis. This match was pretty decent between Dexter Loomis and Killian Dane. This match was alright. I thought it was decent for what it was. It wasn't a wow factor match. I mean, Killian Dane, not Killian Dane, but Dexter Loomis's character is absolutely awesome. The character of Dexter Loomis is a really great character. I'm starting to warm up to Dexter Loomis's character. I'm starting to like his character a lot more than what I did. I mean, Dexter Loomis's character is absolutely one of the best characters on NXT right now. His character is developing more and more as NXT goes along, and I want to see where Dexter Loomis goes in NXT, and I want to see what happens with him. But tonight on NXT, Dexter Loomis and Killian Dane had a pretty good match. I'll admit it. It was a pretty decent match. It wasn't the best match. It didn't wow me, but it did enough just to get my intrigue. It did just enough to intrigue me just a little. I wasn't that really intrigued of it, but it was intriguing for what it was. And Killian Dane picked up the win over Dexter Loomis. I don't really know what they're doing with Dexter Loomis right now, but I hope Dexter Loomis becomes more and more of a storyline character in NXT. I hope they develop a storyline for him somewhere down the road, because I want to see what happens with the character of Dexter Loomis. And then we had a triple threat match with Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, and Roderick Strong in the first triple threat match to see who will advance to see who will advance into NXT TakeOver 30 for the North American Championship. This was the best match of the night in my opinion. These three guys absolutely went out and stole the show tonight on NXT. This was the match of the night for me. I love this match. I thought it was a great match. It was classic, great wrestling. It was fun to watch. It was very enjoyable. I mean, these three guys absolutely stole the show tonight on NXT in a triple threat match to see who will advance into NXT Takeover on the who will advance into NXT Takeover 30 to fight in a ladder match for the North American Championship at NXT Takeover 30. So this was a really great triple threat match with Roderick Strong, Bronson Reed, and Johnny Gargano. This match was really good. I enjoyed it. This was a good matchup. This was the best match of the night, in my opinion, tonight on NXT. This match was very fun to watch. I enjoyed it. It was a great and very fun match to watch. These three guys absolutely went out and stole the show in their match tonight in a triple threat match to see who will advance into NXT Takeover for NXT Takeover 30 to see who will fight in the ladder match for the vacant North American Championship at NXT Takeover 30. These men absolutely laid it all on the line tonight in their triple threat match between Roderick Strong, Bronson Reed, and Johnny Gargano. These men absolutely tore the house down and had the best match of the night. This match was absolutely awesome. Love this match, man. This match was really, really good. And Bronson Reed ends up picking up the win over Roderick Strong and Johnny Gargano tonight in their triple threat match to advance into NXT Takeover 30 and to fight in the ladder match for the vacant North American Championship at NXT Takeover 30. And then we had Mercedes Martinez signing with the Robert Stone brand. I don't know why this happened. I don't really get this storyline of why Mercedes Martinez signed with Robert Stone with the Robert Stone brand. I don't get this. I don't really understand it. I don't really get what they're doing with Mercedes Martinez and having her sign with the Robert Stone brand. I don't really get it. I don't understand it. I'm kind of confused by it. So I want to see where this goes with Mercedes Martinez now that she has signed with the Robert Stone brand. I want to see what happens with her now that she's with the Robert Stone brand, because I'm kind of confused by it, but I want to see what happens with this at the same time. And then we had Breezango versus Everrise. Breezango picks up the win over two jobbers, and Everrise is just complete two jobbers right now. They're not doing much of anything. They're just jobbing to people and putting people over at the moment. So Breezango picks up the win over two jobbers in Everrise. So there you go. And then in the main event of NXT, we had Karrion Kross versus Dominic Dijakovic. This match was pretty decent between Karrion Kross and Dominic Dijakovic in the main event of NXT tonight. This match was pretty decent. I thought it was pretty good for what it was. It didn't wow me. It didn't really wow me. I thought these two would go out and just kind of tear the house down tonight in the main event of NXT between Dominic Dijakovic and Karrion Kross. I thought this match would I thought these two would kind of go out and like steal the show, but it didn't really happen. This match became like a methodical, kind of slow-paced wrestling match, which I'm not into. I'm not into methodical wrestling. I'm not into a slow-paced wrestling match. I'm just not into it. I mean, if you're into methodical wrestling, you would like this match because it was methodical, it was slow-paced, it was slow-worked. But for me, it just didn't do nothing for me. I'm going to be honest. They kind of made Karrion Kross kind of weak. I mean, when he could have went out there and him and Dominic Dijakovic could have had a really better match than what they did. This match was really slow and methodical worked. It wasn't a really fast-paced match. It was really slow, methodical. It was a slow wrestling match. I just wasn't into it. And they put Karrion Kross over by putting Dominic Dijakovic to sleep. So Karrion Kross picked up the win over Dominic Dijakovic by submission tonight in the main event of NXT. I thought both men looked kind of weak. I thought Karrion Kross looked weak along with Dominic Dijakovic. I thought these two men could have, just went out and stole the show in the main event, but that never really happened. This match was slow. It was too methodical work for me. I don't like slow methodical work matches. These two were really slow. It was kind of like they didn't know what to do in the match with each other. They didn't know how to work with each other in the match. And I mean, this match didn't really do anything for me. Karrion Kross goes over on Dominic Dijakovic by submission tonight in the main event of NXT. So, I'm going to go 1 out of 10 for NXT tonight. The best match on NXT tonight, like I said, was a triple threat match tonight between Bronson Reed, Roderick Strong, and Joey Gargano to see who will advance into NXT TakeOver 30 in the ladder match for the North American Championship at NXT TakeOver 30. That was the best match of the night tonight on NXT. Then we had Shotzi Blackheart versus Aaliyah. Aaliyah ends up picking up the win over Shotzi Blackheart. Again, I don't understand why Shotzi Blackheart is being buried. I don't understand. I don't know what they're doing with her. I'm kind of confused what they're doing with Shotzi Blackheart. But Aaliyah ends up picking up the win over Shotzi Blackheart tonight on NXT. So I'm giving NXT a 1 out of 10. If you guys like this NXT review, hit that thumbs up. It helps YouTube push out my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. That way you guys won't miss an upload or a live stream here on the channel. And thank you guys for watching this NXT review tonight. I really do appreciate it. And thank you guys for your continuing, overwhelming love and support of my channel. I really do appreciate it. So guys, tell me what you guys thought about NXT tonight down in the comment section below. I want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on NXT tonight down in the comment section below. So I'm giving NXT a 1 out of 10. They only had one good match tonight. That was a triple threat match between Bronson Reed and Joey Gargano and Roderick Strong to see who will advance into NXT TakeOver 30 in the ladder match at NXT TakeOver 30 for the vacant North American Championship. So, thank you guys for watching this NXT review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate you guys watching. And anyway, guys, NXT tonight gets a 1 out of 10 from me. NXT was just alright show. I mean, they really didn't do anything tonight. It was just an alright show for what it was. It was okay. If I would refer you guys to go back and watch one thing tonight on NXT, go back and watch the triple threat match between Bronson Reed and Joey Gargano and Roderick Strong to see who will advance into NXT TakeOver 30 in the vacant North American Championship ladder match at NXT TakeOver 30. So thank you guys so much for watching this NXT review. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll talk to you guys later. And I'll see you guys back here for my AEW review. And until then, talk to you later, guys. I'm out.